I was surprised against the fence when I started talking shit to him about the shoulder strikes. I forget what I told him. I said, how about that clavicle or something silly, you know? I started throwing him. I was just kind of messing with him a little bit. He hit me with one, and I was like, shit. Like, it kind of not flashed me, but I felt like that was a good shot. And then he hit me with a good knee, and I said, and I told him that was a great shot. That was a good one. And he hit me with a good left hand, man. In the open, my back was towards my cornerman. Hit me with a good left hand that if he would have poured on, you know, I don't know, I would have tried to defend myself, obviously, but I was hurt. No, he hurt me. He hurt me with the left hand. My legs, nothing went, but he flashed me good. And if I would have got hit, if he would have pressured and I would have got hit again, I think I would have been really hurt.
There was a couple times in the fight too where you pointed at him like this, you know.
Because I had his timing. He would throw a lazy jab, I would pull back, and I would touch him with a jab, or he would get he would start taking pictures of his combinations, and I would pull out and hit him with a hook. I got you, man. I can box too. Mike Brown wanted me to rip calf kicks, rip them, and we did. The first one I threw landed, like, I've been kicking long enough, and when you land with the top of your shin, the thick part of your shin right under your knee, and you turn it the right way, it's so heavy and it hurts so bad, especially on a calf. And the first one I landed, I knew I had him good. Leg kicks, even when he started checking, he wasn't contacting with the shin. He wasn't, you know, like a small rotation more, I would have been paying for those kicks, but I was still getting the muscle of his leg, and that part of your leg and muscle is so small and thin that you can't take many shots there, you know. After the second leg kick, I knew he was hurting.
But the outside ones wrapping around, and even though I felt like I turned the leg out, checked it, and you know, you have to almost turn it right out, and it has to hit the bone, it can't hit the muscle. My leg is completely dead, and even though I felt like I was checking them, it was just sinking into the front, the muscle at the front of the leg, and it was badly compromised. And it's like an American football in me suit at the minute. I kick hard in Conor's wide stance. We thought it would be hard to check, and I started kicking through his check because he wasn't checking correctly. It was still the muscle part of his calf. He wasn't turning his shin all the way outward, so it wasn't shin to shin. Even when he checked, he was getting the bad part of the kick. And I know from experience, I've been crippled with those kicks from Jim Miller. I've been hurt with them a few times. The swelling in your calf, it has nowhere to go. It's not like a thigh where it can spread out all over. That's when you have compartment syndrome. The swelling gets stuck in pockets, and it's so painful. Yeah. I just know from experience how bad those things hurt. And I knew it was a 5-round fight, so it would only get worse. It would only get worse. He started catching them and trying to counter me with his left hand towards the end, but I knew they were still landing. He was catching them after they were making contact. I knew they were still hurting him. Those leg kicks are not to be messed with, you know what I mean? That calf kick, the low calf kick, I've never experienced that. I was catching loads of the kicks, and he was like kicking, I was catching it. Straight away then I should have just closed and clinched them. I felt I was out clinching them, and I felt stronger than him, so I didn't adjust in time, and that's it, you know? It is what it is. So that's my first time to experience that, so. But one of them sunk in early, and Thiago said that was a good one. And I was in my head thinking, yeah, bastard, it was a good one. And then it just started accumulating up, and it is what it is. Dustin fought a hell of a fight.
We'll talk about that finish. I mean, I know it's fresh, and I don't know if you've had a chance to see it again yet, but what do you remember about that finish? The
last left hand felt so good. Felt so good. As it was happening, I was picturing Luke Rockhold when he was against the fence and got hit with the left hand and went flat. Do you know what fight I'm talking about? I don't know what it was, but that's the same position Conor was in, and I just saw that same shot. Like, I ripped it. Was it? Yeah. You know, he's against the fence and he hits with a hook against it. That's exactly the position Conor was in, and that last left hand landed hard.
There's not a mark on my face. I wasn't rattled with anything. It's just I had no leg. And fair fucking play to him. He fought well, and yeah, I look forward to watching it back.
Good job, Dustin. Yeah. You too, man.